Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Monday. It is January the 27th. January is about gone, y'all. Several things to cover with you today. Trump sent a clear message to South America, Central America this weekend. I'll go into that. He sent a lot of messages, but that one was unmistakable as far as this weekend especially. Also, the evil empire will strike back. As I've said before, evil never rests. It never sleeps. And it will push back. It will strike back. I'll go into that a little bit. Also, about 5 or 6 more reasons that we need to keep preparing that I don't even know if I mentioned yesterday or the day before. Also, real quick, somebody who is impressing me. I mean, Trump has been impressing me so far about what all he's doing. You got to be with all, lightning speed, man. The guy's been in there 5 days, right? 6 days. Well, about a week now. But there's another guy in the administration that I am extremely impressed with, at least so far. And I will see if you can guess before I talk about him. All right. The deportations continue. It sounds like about at least 1,000 per day are being flown, driven, walked back across the border from whence they came to the south, including criminals, gang members. They're targeting the criminal element first, which I totally agree with. Over the weekend, Colombia said they were going to decline the flights. They were not going to allow these deportation flights to take back the Colombian illegal aliens. So they were going to resist this. Well, it didn't take Trump long to respond to this, and he responded strongly with saying that, yeah, okay, you can do that, but we're going to put a 25% tariff on everything that comes in the country. All goods. And the ones that we already have a 25% tariff on, they're going to go to 50. We're going to put it up. Well, we're actually going to put it up to 50% if it continues. If this charade continues. Also going to revoke visas and all kind of other sanctions. Well, I think it only took about an hour or a few hours for the Colombian president to do a 180 and say, "Oh, well, no, we were just kidding about all that stuff, In fact, you can land here and bring them back here. In fact, I'll use one of our presidential airplanes to facilitate the deportation back to our country." So, man, talk about a turnaround. And so I think that was a clear message to Central America, South America, that, hey, you can cooperate with this process, or you cannot and make it really hard on yourself and difficult. And so we will see what happens. But I'm so glad to see things like this going on. You can see this. Think about the crime. Think about the drugs, the trafficking, the human trafficking. It's awful. And so I'm hoping this puts a dent in it, at least. I think it's an excellent start. I believe if this continues, it can move the needle on this problem. I think at the same time, resuming the building of the wall and closing that thing down and having an orderly process to being an immigrant into this country, the legal way, would really move the needle big time. But that was a huge time warning shot. Wow. By the way, speaking of human trafficking and losing people and children and all this, I did hear where the administration has located about 80,000 of the 300,000 migrant children that were lost. That's encouraging. It makes me believe that they will find more, and I hope and pray so. I really do. Also saw where, as far as the IRS, he has halted all the hiring of new agents for the IRS. And this especially goes at the heart of what it was at 80,000 that they wanted to hire new IRS agents. They wanted to hire, do you know what? Go after you and I. And so he's stopped that. Thank God. I think this is like a blitzkrieg attack. I mean, Trump and company they're so busy, I don't know when they sleep, actually, but just in a week, they've done a lot, more than I ever thought they would. So this is an awesome start. It's like 21-0 in the first quarter, maybe 28-0 in the first quarter, and it's a blowout already. So I think as far as body blow after body blow, this is a blitzkrieg attack on the prior administration in the far left that I think they're getting hit so hard they don't know how to react. They don't know. They're kind of quiet. They don't know what to do. It's like a boxing match when you see somebody get hit so fast, so hard, or like a blitz in football, to where you overwhelm the opponent to where they don't really have time to react, and they're just flattened. This is what you are witnessing. He's flattening it, flattening the opposition. I hope it continues. I truly do. Now, when we see stupid stuff, we'll talk about it. But I think this is what we are witnessing, is a blitz of activity. And he's not just doing the talking, he's doing the walking, he's doing the action. And that is what we want to see. By the way, the person that, before I go to that, military shakeup, you got Hegseth in there, thank goodness, as the Secretary of Defense, and they're wasting no time. They put an executive order to do a big shakeup in the military, which is badly needed, doing away with this DEI nonsense, the trans nonsense in the military. Thank you very much. I mean, goodness gracious, right? It's getting dark out here. I hope y'all can still see me. I'll turn on the light. Maybe that'll help. But that is good to see also. Somebody that I've been very impressed with, other than Trump, is Vance, the VP. I mean, goodness. I mean, that guy is on fire as well. I mean, he is well spoken. We watched the swearing in when he swore in Hegseth, Secretary of Defense. Also, when he came in there and did the tie-breaking vote, of course, to get Hegseth in there. But I watched some interviews. I've seen some interviews with him over the weekend, and also he took some questions. I believe it was earlier today when he was in Virginia. And this guy doesn't seem. I'm glad to see that, at least so far, it's early. He doesn't seem like a VP that's going to be absent, or a VP that is just, invisible and you don't ever hear from. I think this is good. Trump needs the help. He needs the backup. And this is awesome to see. This guy is well spoken. He's articulate. He is to the point. He's a good one. And I would say, it's super early. We're a week into this presidency, actually. I would say I would feel very comfortable if he had to take over. I really would. At least I know people have reservations about him and the financial and all that stuff. But just the way he handles himself, seems to have a good leadership, a good command, a good poise, a good presence. We need that. We need leadership. And he's got it. I've been very impressed with him so far. So I would say right now, beyond Trump, I think he would probably be a front runner right now to replace Trump. Now I'm sure you got years now to talk about who will succeed Trump, or who will run, on the Republican side. But he's really got off to a good start. Okay. Also, I just think that they've done so much in a week that any opposition, the leftists are just dazed and confused right now, y'all. They're against the ropes, and they're quiet, which is concerning too, but they will strike back. They will come back. They will, evil never rests. Evil never sleeps. I've been saying for a while, I do think that when the weather warms up, they're going to march. They're going to get in the streets. They're going to try to cause trouble. Even before that, they're going to try to disrupt. They may try the lawfare thing again. I don't know. Trump's, He's put together a pretty good apparatus now. So we will see, but they will not go down. They will not stay down. They've gone down now, but I don't think they're going to stay down. They're going to come back. They're going to strike back. They're going to cause trouble. I'm just telling you. Which leads me into preparing. I don't even think I mentioned this yesterday when I was talking about why we should keep preparing, y'all. Things look all great at the moment, and things are going well. You still got an economy that's going to be challenged for a while. So inflation's still a problem. High prices, food, fuel, all that kind of stuff, of course. But I saw where the FBI just started a nuclear incident drills. Now, this might be a normal thing for them. I don't know for sure, but this is amid fears of WW3. They're going through nuclear incident drills in New York. This is just one thing that I think, is still out there. You still got WW3, and I think it started in the last administration. I think we've seen WW3 start already, at least limitedly, on a limited basis. So so there's also that issue of wars. There's also the threat of the economy getting worse before it gets better. It could. We could have a collapse. We could have a widespread power outage, EMP attack, or all kinds of things. You could have a widespread terror attack. There's so many of them here. The last 4 years, they've had 4 years and longer to embed themselves in here, coming across the border, flying, walking, by boat, air, all kind of ways. So I think we still need to keep our heads on a swivel and keep preparing. There's also the other kind of SHTFs we see, weather. We've seen that. And we've seen the mysterious weather kind of stuff. Hello, California, North Carolina, Hawaii. Who's next? Keep preparing. Other personal SHTFs. A job loss, a health crisis. Hey, a flat tire could be an SHTF for a lot of people. There was a time when a flat tire, a blowed out tire, a big auto repair was a serious crisis. It really was. So what can you do to better position yourself to weather these things when they come? Because they will come. If you own a home, if you own a vehicle, if you own anything that eventually breaks down or it needs repair, it needs upkeep, it needs maintenance. They happen at the worst times. There's always something going on with a home or automobile. How can we prepare ourselves for that? Our health. So they spring up on us when we least expect it. So how can we prepare ourselves better? Let's just keep that focused as well. I'm going to go to a passage. How about that? Where is it? All right, we're going into Psalm. We are going into Psalm, let's see, what is this? Chapter 28. Chapter 28 of Psalm. We're going to go verse 7 through 8. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart triumphs, and with my song I shall thank him. The Lord is their strength, and he is a refuge of salvation to his anointed. To his anointed. Interesting. He is our strength and our shield. We should keep our trust, keep our faith. Even when things look all awesome at the moment, let's keep doubling down on staying close to Jesus, our Lord, our Savior, the Lord our God. Absolutely. Spiritual is the number one prep. I say it all the time. Stay close to Jesus. Share your thoughts. Let's keep in preparation. Let's try to keep positive. Okay? Again, share your thoughts. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.